this is Hey Pastor, have you seen this? A production of Allen Creek Community Church where me, Rick, or Dan, the pastors on staff, take a hot take of a video we've never seen before. And what we do is we kind of look at it and we give you a Christian perspective on the video from the best of our knowledge. We're not claiming to be experts on anything, but we're just going to give you just a raw take on our viewpoint as Christians and as pastors and just kind of answer that. If you have any videos you want to show us or send us and kind of get our take on it, you can send it to social@ac3.org. We'd love to comment on your media choices. So here's one from our media team that I get to check out and comment on.
Now we have legislation banning conversion therapy. If you're a therapist, you can no longer really even question the identity claims of your clients, but you can convert kids surgically. It's just beyond comprehension.
People have very different views. A lot of people just want to tolerate it and say this is fine.
Tolerate what? Tolerate what? Castration and double mastectomies for 13-year-olds?
Well, yeah.
No, seriously.
Well, yeah.
Man. That's not tolerance. That is an inexcusable silence on the part of the majority, the vast majority, who knows this to be wrong in the deepest possible sense. Most of the bloody Nazi propaganda that led to the extermination policies at the beginning of World War II were predicated initially on compassion and tolerance. So this whole, we're being compassionate and tolerant, it's like, no, you're not. You're aiding and abetting the surgical mutilation of minors. Now we have legislation banning conversion therapy. If you're
Okay. All right. So I agree with him in the sense it's wrong. There's an idea here that's pretty important to look at. And what it is it's looking at what is compassion. When we look at compassion, we have to think about morality and who determines morality. If I determine morality, then I'm going to be able to determine what is good and what is bad. And honestly, for your sake and mine, I really hope I'm not the one determining morality. Okay, so if we look at morality and we say, so this entire human civilization has to be determined by some sort of morality, some sort of code, some sort of thing that says compassion and all these things, we have to kind of go under a level that says that morality is determined by someone or something. And I believe that morality is created by our God, by Yahweh, in the Bible. And so when I look at what the Bible identifies as compassion, I don't see mutilation as compassionate. I don't see that as something that is compassionate. And one of the things that I think is really important to note here is that to say that a 13-year-old can make a choice to consent to mutilating their body parts, but cannot consent to sex is really backwards. In this scenario, he's saying, they can't consent, or they can consent and say conversion therapy isn't okay and it's not all right and all of these things. But ultimately, what they call conversion therapy is what we would call gender dysphoria counseling. It would be something that we would do to someone who is maybe seeing something that's not really there, or is identifying as something that's not true. And what we would do in that moment is we would counsel them and figure out what they're really struggling with before, cutting up their bodies. So I like what he's saying here about, he said, the guy says everyone's different. No, there's no different view here that this is immoral. It is just immoral. There's nothing else to comment on that. And it's not just Christians that have this viewpoint. I think that's important to know. There's a great book out there. It's called Irreversible Damage, and it actually talks directly about this issue. And I would encourage you to read it and kind of get some more info on what this is all about. But yeah, I agree with him. It's the idea of legislation banning it is just awful. So I just think it's important that we love people well, and I don't think loving them is castrating them. And that's my take. So if you want to send a video to us, send it at social@ac3.org, and we'd love to comment on it. I had a hot take on this video, so I apologize if I came off harsh, but I'm really passionate about this. As a youth pastor, I'm passionate about students and them having rights and them being taken care of. So, again, thank you for checking it out. Hey, Pastor, have you seen this? This is Alex signing off.